It starts with stolen cars and then it really hits home. Thieves caught on camera jumping over backyard fences on a mission to steal. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunigan. Tonight, families in one Southside neighborhood are on edge fighting to keep their community safe. Steve Levine has more on the steps they're taking to clean up the streets. Happening at this hour, the White House says that hundreds of people could be fired if Congress is not able to come up with a deal on spending and the government shuts down.
This is far different from shutdowns of the past in which workers are furloughed but often receive back pay for the days that they were not allowed to work. Christine Frizzau is here to break it all down.
The White House is getting plans ready for mass layoffs if the government shuts down on Wednesday. Any cuts would add to those already put in place by the Trump administration. Now, many of the people who were laid off at the start of the president's second term do have the option of coming back.
They're willing to shut the government down, I think, because first, they're worried about their left, but second, we have so much positive momentum in the economy right now.
If you're fighting for health care, not only am I not going to have that conversation, I am going to turn around and fire massive layoffs of hardworking people. It is an outrageous way to run a government.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the White House layoff warning is a bluff, given the fact that the Trump administration plans to bring back workers who had previously been laid off.
New tonight, after a year of uncertainty, TikTok is here to stay.
President Trump signed a deal today to keep the app up and running. Jacqueline Lee breaking it all down.
In the football fever, Ohio State playing Washington for the 13th time with the Buckeyes holding a 9-3 advantage in the series.
And this weekend, OSU is looking to add yet another win. Kellyanne Stitz breaking it all down.
It is being called a major boost to the economy of Southern Ohio.
Centrus Energy announcing this morning a major expansion at the plant in Piketon. Kirsten Lindquist on your side with the story.
Shooting in Texas Wednesday marks the latest example of anti-ICE attacks across the country.
Now, there have been a number of these cases just this year. Jeff Harris has a closer look. Attorneys for Sean P. Diddy Combs back in court today looking to get a list of charges thrown out.
Combs appearing in a federal court in New York nearly a week before he's set to be sentenced. Olivia Rubin reports.
Abortion pills are under an FDA review in a Republican-led state. 22 state Republican AGs requested a review of the safety of those medications. The U.S. Health Secretary says the FDA is conducting its own review of the evidence. Abortion pills are used in nearly 2/3 of abortions. Well, a drug used in cancer care is getting some new attention this week for possible use with autism.
Liz Bonus is on your side tonight to explain how it works.
All new tonight, the president is pushing the DOJ to go after his political enemies.
As national correspondent Matt Galko reports, former FBI Director James Comey could be next on the list. Here at 6, the National Transportation Safety Board releasing its full report on the Tusky Valley charter bus crash that happened in 2023. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Rodney Dunigan. The report indicates that driver was not paying attention. 6 people were killed in that crash. A number of others were also hurt. The NTSB has outlined a number of safety recommendations. They want the Tusky Valley School District to hire charter buses with seatbelts in the future. ODOT is being called on to put a statewide policy in place for changing speed limits like what they do on 670.
After nearly 3 years, the woman accused of killing 2 children after driving into an icy pond has been sentenced.
Cassandra Batista pled no contest to vehicular homicide and was found guilty. Back in November of 2022, first responders rushed to get her and her 4 kids out of a van after it ended up in a pond in Marion. 2 of those kids did not make it. It was an emotional day of testimony in court. All right, thank you, sir. So, who owns the land? Dublin wants to take over a part of Darby Township, but homeowners and township leaders say no.
A public meeting is starting soon that will lay out Dublin's plans and why township officials are pushing back. Aaron Simonek takes a look. A Dublin woman speaking out after losing $15,000 to scam artists who claimed she faced arrest and she was under criminal investigation. This woman's not the first that we've told you about recently who's been targeted by thieves trying to steal money.
Steve Levine on your side tonight, looking into the latest scheme to clean out your bank account. The city of Columbus is on pace to issue 25,000 eviction notices just this year, all of it as pandemic rental aid is set to run out.
City leaders say a new initiative could help families stay in their homes. Amy Wattis has the story.
Felt like I lost my job and it's kind of been downhill ever since. ABC6 shared this Columbus woman's eviction battle on Friday. A battle Columbus City Council President Shannon Hardin says he's concerned more and more people will go through now that pandemic rental assistance funding has dried up.
Let's be clear. The federal government getting out of the business of supporting folks and keeping them in their house, we will feel that.
Which is why the city voted unanimously last week to approve nearly $500,000 in grants to 7 local nonprofits, which will in turn distribute $3 million to help people with rental assistance. The program is called the Columbus Resilient Housing Initiative and will ultimately serve around 600 households over the next 6 months.
I am grateful that the city has stepped up. We were not doing this pre-pandemic.
Hardin says the money is coming from the city's general fund, and Gladden Community House is one of the nonprofits who will be stepping up to help families in need. They will be offering a new case management component that didn't exist before with emergency rental assistance.
Are there bills that you're paying that we could reduce the amount that you're paying by connecting you with other programs?
While Marty Siriaco with Gladden says not everyone who reaches out will be approved for RHI help, everyone will be approved for case management.
I don't think our goal is to have enough money to help everybody in the city. I think the goal is to have enough money to be able to provide a variety of supports and resources to empower people so that they would be able to be self-sufficient on their own.
Once RHI money runs out in 6 months, Shannon Hardin says council will be looking ahead to next year's budget.
Between now and then, we'll be with the advocacy with the administration, working with the administration around what then we could set aside for next year.
Amy Wattis, ABC6 News.
City Council President says the Resilient Housing Initiative is being set up right now. In the meantime, we do have a list of information on our free app.
All right, sir. Spots of rain across the area, huh?
A little bit here and there, and the ground is ready to receive it. So that's the good news. More of that is coming tonight and tomorrow. So you can see on the maps where we have showers, and most of this is very scattered right now. It stretches all the way from Cleveland and Columbus, Cincinnati, all the way out to St. Louis. This is a system that's going to be with us for a lot of the evening and overnight hours tonight. So as we see the showers moving through north central Ohio, we're also seeing a couple of these developing in the metro. Most of it is very light, just a couple of sprinkles here and there. You can see some up not far from Westerville and on up into Polaris, a little of that out near Milford Center as well. Columbus downtown, generally dry for the moment, but passing showers not out of the question. 75 degrees at the airport with the breeze out of the northwest at only 3 miles per hour, so it's just barely a breeze. Your DR Horton America's Builder current conditions in Chillicothe are at 75, Circleville at 76, Delaware at 73, Cambridge at 69, but look at Caldwell, you're still at 76 degrees right now. Scattered showers are possible over the next few hours while most of the area remains dry. And then overnight, this is the next batch that starts to move in, and that's why we think you're probably going to have a bit of a soggy morning commute again. We'll have a combination of some scattered showers as well as some patchy fog by then. The evening, mostly dry. Couple of sprinkles, that'll probably be about it. Your overnight low drops to around 63 degrees, and be on the lookout for some patchy fog in low-lying areas. But then tomorrow, we still have this low pressure center around. It's still dragging a front through Ohio, and so that's why, especially in the morning, you've got a really good chance for some scattered showers. The farther we get into the day, the less and less chance you'll have for those showers, and they will eventually taper off by bedtime. Then Friday, here comes some high pressure. Will be partly cloudy in the morning. You'll see some patchy fog forming during the morning commute, and then in the afternoon, as that high creeps a little bit closer into the state, we're going to get plenty of sunshine. So that's why Friday looks good, and that high is going to be around through most of your weekend. So that also looks fantastic. Here's your day tomorrow, hour by hour. We've got showers through the morning commute and into the early afternoon. Most of that is very hit or miss. After that, you start to see a little bit of drying with some sunshine breaking through. On the way to work and school in the morning, yeah, you're probably going to have a few showers and temperatures will be in the 60s. Coming home, mainly cloudy, but 75 degrees. So maybe windows open on the bus as long as it's dry. Look at this though, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, either mostly sunny or partly cloudy each day as that high pressure begins to take over the region. So that is going to clear away some of the clouds and give us some really pleasant conditions. Tomorrow though, take your rain gear, 76 degrees, will be mostly cloudy in between some scattered showers. Friday up to 78, weekend, awesome, 79 on Saturday, 81 on Sunday. And next week, Monday and Tuesday are in the 80s.
Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
A lightning bolt in Abilene, Texas appears to strike either a power pole or power lines. Here's another view of the storm featuring very dark clouds, an intense rain shaft, and a single lightning bolt. While in El Paso, cloud-to-ground lightning includes multiple forks and branches. Fog is pretty common this time of year, from this dense, wispy ground fog near Seattle to morning steam fog coming off a stream in Utah.
For more content like this, subscribe to the National Weather Desk's YouTube channel.
All right, sir, more rain to come, huh?
More rain, but not for long, and we'll start to see some sunshine for the end of the week. So if you have weekend outdoor plans, it should be a spectacular weekend for it with lots of sunshine and dry conditions.
Love to hear that, Marshall.
Thank you, sir. And of course, thank all of you for watching. We'll see you tonight at 7.
Starts now.
It's just sad to see all of this happening all over again.
For years, we've been telling you about a rise in teens ripping off cars. Tonight, a 17-year-old is back in court for the exact same crime. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rodney Dunigan. Steve Levine with an update on an issue that continues to grow.
News.
We've been tracking teen crime right here in Columbus for years now, and it appears the number of kids getting into trouble continues to rise. So far this year, there have been nearly 600 felony assault cases involving kids. 298 of those cases, the suspect was under the age of 21. That's nearly 50%. As far as those homicide numbers, 53% of the city's homicides involve people 21 and under. Oh! All right, take a look at this. Investigators releasing body cam video of the police shooting in Chillicothe. This all happened along East Main Street last month. Police say they were searching that property when a 15-year-old came out of a shed and shot an officer right in the chest. The officer shot back, hitting that teen in the leg. Both are recovering. The Ohio BCI is investigating that case. A $1 million bond has been set for the Columbus mother accused in the death of her 9-month-old son. Court records indicate that Billy Joe Tustin told police she threw that boy 15 feet. The infant landed on his head, causing fatal injuries. She also admitted to spanking him when she got frustrated. Her boyfriend has been charged with involuntary manslaughter and child endangerment. His court date has not been set. Taking a live look over the city tonight, it has been a beautiful day across central Ohio. Plenty of sun, as you can see, and nice temps, and we have a pretty nice weekend on tap. Chief Meteorologist Marshall McPeak tracking it all for us tonight.
It's gorgeous out there. Just absolutely.
All right, thank you, sir. Now is a great time to get out the Ohio Weather app. That way you can plan your week ahead. It is free. Just search Ohio WX in your app store. Oh, yes, feel the excitement. The Buckeyes are visiting Seattle for the first time in 18 years. Now, if you're keeping score at home, they won that game by 19 points. They're heading to a stadium that's said to be one of the loudest in college football. Husky Stadium has a Google review score of 4.7, the same as the Shoe. It gets great marks for the atmosphere, the views, and of course, the affordable food prices, always a good thing. The biggest hit, though, a lack of parking. And that's why Dave Holmes is there a day early to make sure he gets that parking. And Dave, if you've got to travel, Seattle, not the worst place in the world to go. Tonight, the state of Ohio is one step closer to not allowing SNAP benefits to be used for soda. All of it in an effort to improve the health of families. James Pilcher has the very latest. Tonight, the defending state champions are gearing up for a huge rivalry game. Bishop Watterson taking on St. Francis de Sales in week 6 of Friday night rivals. Kellyanne Stitz on the sidelines for us tonight. Kellyanne, this is expected to be a good one.